Hey, first date tier list part 2. If you haven't seen the first part, hey, go watch that up. Might be some technical difficulties with the mic. I'm gonna try not to blow y'all eardrums off. But hey, I'm gonna get just straight to it. First up, we got bringing her over to the crib to cook. Now, that's not a bad idea. I've heard multiple men do that, and it should work unless, she thinks you're weird. If she thinks you might not kill her, then hey, you're in the green. Heck, I've seen women go over to men's house with less vetting than that. And also, cooking's fire because you can get to know that side of her, that wifey side of her. And she can see how your cooking skills are if you cook something. And depending on the relationship, it won't really matter. But it's mainly good for conversation. Would I ever do it? Probably not, just because I feel like it's kind of not a good look to invite someone over the first time you're getting to know them. Because in my opinion, I think it takes at least 2 to 3, link ups to really get to know somebody if you're asking the right questions. But I don't hate it. I'm gonna put this at B tier. Yeah, we're kind of coming off the last one we went off. So y'all see these? Hey, y'all remember where these are at. Next up, we got fast food restaurant. Now, here's the thing with fast food restaurant. It's kind of cliche to say this, but it can be bad for the first date. But one thing I will say, in my opinion, is that a girl is really vibing with you if she goes to a fast food with you. Or if she's cool with like fast foods. I remember I took a girl out one time and she asked me to take her to McDonald's after. Like, that's cool with me. I like that. Because it shows that you ain't too like putting up a front of bouginess. Because allegedly a lot of these girls are asking to be taken to steakhouses and they ain't never been to no damn steakhouse, or ordering lobster and they ain't never ordered lobster before. So yeah, I'm not mad at fast food. My thing with food is that I don't like food for the first date. Only food at that. I'm definitely not putting this at like D tier because I don't think it's garbage. I don't even want to put this at C tier because I feel like this is better than a lot of other C tier spots. And I definitely don't want to put this too high because like I said, I'm not really rocking with it that heavy. This is another one I'm gonna put there. This is another one I'm gonna put at B tier. Next up, we got ice skating. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a little high. I like this. I've never been ice skating before. At all, so for sure not a date. I'm thinking about it soon. I'm really thinking about it soon. I really like the vibe of what an ice skating rink brings to the table on the first date. Because think about it like this: if she ain't ever been ice skating and you ain't ever been ice skating, one, y'all both learning together, you might pick it up before she does, so she'll be learning from you. And then she might grab onto your arm, grab onto your hand, grab onto whatever so that she doesn't fall. It's the perfect setup. I don't know why I've never thought of this. I need to seriously correct myself for not doing this sooner. I'm not gonna lie, still the sauce of this one from this video. You can't convince me that an ice skating date is going bad unless both y'all are just falling on your ass the whole time. I don't care. I gotta put this at S tier. I just can't go wrong unless you're stupid. Next up, we got church. I see what you tried to do, but come on, don't try that hard. I feel like if you're taking a girl to your church, or let's be honest, any church, as the first date, as the first time y'all are linking up, one, that's very try hard. Two, it's kind of weird because it's like when you see people at church, especially if it's your church, you gotta like explain to them who that person is and you barely know the person. There's just some kind of odd about bringing someone you don't really know like that to church because people assume way too hard. If I brought a girl to my church, there would be too many questions, and I don't even want that. I want honestly nothing to do with that. Now, I'm not gonna put this at like D tier. I don't think it's a terrible idea, but I can't lie. We gotta put this at C tier. I'm sorry. Next up, we got a hookah lounge. I've never been to a hookah lounge myself. So the idea of taking a girl to a hookah lounge, one, I heard that lounges are very like mid. I heard lounges only be bars and clubs, which isn't like hard to beat. I think a lounge is good for conversation though. That's why I'm not gonna put this at D tier. Conversation, and if y'all actually both like to like hookah or whatever like the verb term for hookah is, then it's probably a vibe. Now some of y'all might be like, hey, this is A tier, this is S tier. But like I said, I don't like smoke, so it's kind of gonna be off. Not to mention your breath gonna be smelling like watermelon hookah flavor. And are y'all sharing the hookah? Like, are y'all puff passing? That could be unsafe. Just saying, I'm not trying to judge y'all, but that's just how I look at it. Like I said, I think C tier is good. And that's also because, like I said, I don't do it. If I probably smoked, it would probably be higher. Next up, we got laser tag. Laser tag, this is gonna surprise y'all, by the way, but laser tag, I feel like is mainly not good for a first date because you're running around. Running around doing stuff is insane. That's way different from like mini golf where you're walking around and doing an activity. Arcade, walking around doing an activity. Ice skating, you're going slow and steady. You can go slow and steady in ice skating. Laser tag is kind of fast paced. First date is insane. This is definitely second, third, maybe even fifth. And listen, y'all know me by this point now. I try not to be judgmental. So I'll look at that and, kind of keep it steady. Now, of course, probably worked for a lot of y'all, especially for y'all dudes who like gamer girls. But I just can't see this really being too effective. But I look at it in the same category as another thing that I'm going to be mentioning. So yeah, I'm gonna hold my punches for a little bit on this one. No hate to the game, but yes, I'm going to put this at C tier. I don't want to put it at D because I don't feel like it's terrible idea. Next up, we got an ice cream date. All right, so this is one of those things that I compare to a coffee date. If you don't drink coffee, ice cream's fire too. This is the same thing. Simple, cool for conversation, and bro, girls like ice cream, or girls who aren't crazy like ice cream. No offense. This is another one of those dates where the girl has to be into you. If she ain't into you, then I think all the ones I mentioned earlier aren't really gonna work. That's a different category that we haven't got to yet. Now granted, there's some top-notch ice cream spot. I heard Ben & Jerry's was pretty expensive. Don't come for me in the comments, but I've never had Ben & Jerry's. Yeah, not a lot to say with this one at all. Like I said, I feel like some of these are very self-explanatory, and this one is a W in my opinion. I don't think you can hate on this one at all. Like I said, for the coffee date, only reason why I wouldn't put it at 1, which is S tier, is because I like a form of activity. You don't want anything to be a little too interviewy. And I know coffee really brings that out, but ice cream kind of lessens the thing of an interview because you ain't never gonna do no interview at an ice cream shop unless you applying for an ice cream shop. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna put this at A tier. I feel like that's a simple one though. I don't think you can hate on that one. All right, so next up we got a gym date. I've never been on a gym date before. I've never even worked out like one-on-one with a girl. And this is different for me, right? So I hate to be this person, but I'm not the biggest fan of working out with people. So this is different for me. Maybe if you enjoy having a gang of people or just another person when you work out, if that makes your workouts more fun. If you're that type of person, then yeah, ignore this. You're not gonna agree with this at all. But one of the reasons why I've never did a gym date is because I have never dated a girl who doesn't work out, which means I've never dated a girl who isn't in the gym consistently, which also means I've never dated a girl who needs somebody to work out with. They might enjoy working out with people, but they don't need people to work out with. And I don't need people to work out with. So we never work out together. I never ask a girl to work out with me. I'm pretty sure those girls might have enjoyed working out with me, but I'm not the biggest fan of that. One reason why I like working out by myself and why I'm not the biggest fan of working out with people is because gym time is a long time for me. It's time where I get to be in my peace. The gym is the thing I do after work, whether I was working 12 hours or 8 hours. The gym is a peaceful place to me. If I can work out by myself, I'm not gonna work out with other people. I'm sorry, no offense to those people. I'm not opposed to it. If I ever get like a dude who works out in my gym, if I ever become like real tight with him and he wants to hit like a workout and we're hitting the same thing and it's not gonna throw me off on one of my days, then I'll do it for sure. And all power to you if you enjoy that. I know some couples have that cute thing where they like to work out with each other. Some of you dudes only work out with your girl because you don't like other dudes looking at your girl and you want to be by her so that other dudes look away. Stop doing that. 1, that's insecure and she can tell that you're being insecure. And 2, if you know your girl dresses a certain way when you go to the gym and you don't really like it because you know dudes are gonna look at her, stop dating girls who dress a certain way. No, and listen, this is becoming a whole different video now because I'm trying to give out advice. But that's gonna catch up to you. You gotta stop doing that. I hate seeing dudes go on a downfall because they were too insecure to say something and they were too nervous to lose their girl, and they didn't want to offend her and all that stuff. That we got to stop that in 2026. Y'all see how quick I went off track? But anyways, yeah, some of y'all might enjoy work. Some of y'all begin with a girl who works at a different gym. You bring her to her gym, and it's a cool vibe. Not for me. I'm sorry, and I've never did it before, so this gives me every excuse in the book. Every excuse in the book to put this at C tier. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's just not for me. All right, so next up we got a wedding. Why are you trying to send that message already? It's the first day, guy. I don't even want to get into this too heavy. Why are you? Because here's the thing. If it's a friend's wedding, then yeah, maybe you got an excuse. Family member wedding? Come on, what are we doing? I don't believe in taking girls who you don't really know like that to weddings in general, because now you got to introduce everybody, and you might never really see that person again, and they might never see that person. That's stupid. No offense, but I'm not gonna lie. I gotta put this at D tier. That's kind of what are we doing right now. Next up, we got go-karting. Y'all remember when I said that I wasn't gonna put laser tag high because of a certain reason, and now there's something else in the future that I'm gonna tell y'all that's another reason why I won't put it that high. This is the thing, go-karting. Go-karting is another thing where it's like, it's cool to do with a person you're cool with. First date, you can't really get to know. I feel like a lot of people don't really think about what they're doing for their first date. They're just kind of happy to be around the person, and that's cool. That's super dope. But you gotta know if you like the person. I'm the biggest advocate for not wasting time, so I don't do that. But yeah, this is a small explanation. Go back to what I said about laser tag, and you'll see it. So yeah, we're gonna put this at C tier. C tier getting long. Pause. And last up on this list for part 2. By the way, click that like button if you want part 3. We got shopping. Wow, dude. What are we doing right now? First date and you buying her stuff. And this is like basically the mall, outlet, wherever you decide, your little dumbass decided you want to take her to go buy stuff like clothes and food and whatever. And here's the thing, it's not a bad idea to take your girl shopping, but a girl who you were meeting, like, you know, really getting to know for the first time, sounds like a terrible idea. And there's nothing wrong with spoiling women. I don't want y'all thinking that I'm this dude who thinks that women deserve less. I'm never saying that. I think people deserve what they deserve. You give in what you put back. I didn't say that right. Leave me alone. But yeah, here's the thing. Taking a girl shopping is not the worst date you could possibly take a girl on, because the movies and the clubs still exist. So y'all are lucky with this one. Now I get it. Mall trips are kind of a high school / middle school thing. Going to the mall with a girl you really like, you ask her, hey, yo, this and that. It's kind of weird because, you know, your mom and her mom got to drop off and stuff. Even like freshman year of high school or sophomore year, whenever you didn't have a car. But one thing I will say is that a shopping trip might tell you a lot about a girl, which is I can understand. You can get to know the girl, which I understand. But if she decides to splurge, you know who you're dealing with. If she decides to, you know, kind of be conservative with how she is handling what she want, or maybe she buys some things of her own, maybe she buys you some things, could be a good day. So surprisingly, I'm not going to put this at D tier. As much as I want to, I'm not going higher than C tier though. Let's calm down now. Let's pump the brakes. Yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. This video was kind of you know, I kind of freestyled a little bit. I didn't have my topic straight up. Yeah, like I said, like for part 3. Appreciate you for watching this far. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Last video went crazy. Hey, I'm trying to keep that momentum going. All right, I talk too much. I'm gonna stop. Deuce.